Biggest challenge is how to understand how to take the correct ferry to come to the different trail sections. Um, there is a ferry network map like this that I have also complemented and added symbols for ferry stops where we can walk the trail, but it's far from easy. Another try I do right now is I have also done things like this, adding pictures to Wikipedia so you can follow the trace and also the ferry stops where they are. Uh, Another thing I have done now is trying to understand something called replipunkt. There is a document where they are investigating how they should transport things to the archipelago. So the focus is how to get out to the islands, and then they have designed it so you have a ferry stop called Simpness to go to Arholma. You have Refsnäs to go for example, Lido or the more islands out here. If you go to Åsätra, you can come to the islands here, Möja and so on. But there are also possibility to go in between, and late June, July, it's easy to go north south because then they have a some kind of tourist route where you can go from Landsort, I think, in the south to the Arholma in the north. But it goes just twice a day. So if you should go from one island to the next and try to do the Stockholm Archipelago Trail, you have to be ready with your walk before the ferry comes and so on. So I guess there will be more challenges. So what I have here is I have put out a map, and number one here is Simpness, which is rather difficult to come to with normal transportation, as it's you have to go by bus from Norrtälje and from Stockholm. So I think it took me 4 hours to come out here, and then you have a walk starting here on 15 or 20 kilometer, and then the next one you can go to is Lidö, and then they have some ferries going down here, but it's also a challenge. The easy way is to go to Refsnäs, which I have pointed out here. Then you have two ones which are easy because it's by bus. It's Finnhamn and Yxlan. But Yxlan, when I did it early April, I have to do it in 3 steps because the first time I came so late, so I had just 2 hours for a walk, and then I have to go back and so on. So it's a lot of logistic challenges. And then we have number 3, Åsätra. Then you have those islands out here: Svartsjö, Ingmarsö, Finnhamn. Interesting here is if you go to Ingmarsö, you can walk up here, and then they have a rowboat from here to here. So you row over here, take the rowboat which is there, take it back from where you started, and then you go over here. So you always have one rowboat at each side. And on Finnhamn you have a lot of walking, and you have a hostel and also a ferry. So that's it. And then we have Sollenkroka, which is number 4, and that is we have number 4 here, and that's going out to Möja. The first one you come to is Möjaström, and if you are interested in going up to Långvik, you can take a bus up there. But then you should tell the person when you enter the boat that my intention is go up to Långvik, and then they will check that the bus coming is big enough for all of you who has this intention. And then you have some Berg and Ramsmora, and I think maybe one more. So that's Möja. Boda, I took from here out to Grinda, but there is possibility to go to Grinda from Stockholm, from the city of Stockholm. But normally it's faster going by bus, but it could be nice to go by boat. Then we walk south to Stavsnäs, and Stavsnäs is here. You have the possibility to go over to Rundmarö, and you have more harbors up here, and you have a big nice walk on this island, and then the boat also go out to Sandhamn. Dalarö, I think I missed something here. Is there, and then you can go to Onö. I think here it is the other way around. So Hässelmera Onö should be up here. And then you can also go down to Fjärdlång. And then you have Årsta, which is a good point for going out to Utö. At Utö you have two different harbors. It's one Spränga and one Gruvbryggan. And then you have Nynäshamn. That is the starting point for Nottarö, Rånö, and this one which is called Ålö. And in the south you have Landsort, which is a must to visit. But it's also a little bit difficult if you take the ferries. Then you leave from Ankarudden. So it's a rather short trip, but as this island is rather, it could be windy out here. So then you have different harbors on different sides. On the west, on the east, and one up at the north, if it's very windy. And if it's very windy and it goes to the north, you have a bus taking you down to Landsort. Let me know if this is getting more complicated or easier, or what you need.